Welcome to our channel Sapiens Talks, and today we are gonna do a different kind of session. It is all about a very short podcast. Generally, we always do long podcast, but this is very short. And I will be asking my friend something about Swami Vivekananda because he is he was a very great personality, and he is still known to be the inspiration for youth. So I will ask him one thing, and he will be answering me, right? So the question which I want to ask you is, tell me one great lesson to learn from the life of Swami Vivekananda.
Okay, one great lesson from Swami Vivekananda. Okay, let me share one thing before I share the very one thing that we must learn something from Swami Vivekananda. Before I read Swami Vivekananda, I had this perception that our inefficiency, our not being hardworking in nature, or our being not sincere about our work, about our career or life, affect our total growth, right? But after I read Swami Vivekananda, what I learned something more. It's an additional information which I got from Swami Vivekananda. And Swami Vivekananda was very clear on this point. And in fact, this is what I'm going to share with you as one important lesson from Swami Vivekananda. So Swami Vivekananda says that it's not about you, your ambit here to be discussed about. It is about you and your influence on people. Also, sometimes make people feel bads, make people feel unprotected. It simply means is that we can also miserably, brutally affect the life of other. So, for example, if you say something which is demeaning in nature, which is low or makes people feel belittled in any way, it also affects their potency. It also affects their efficiency. And this is really a true lesson that we must learn. So for example, we have had caste system in India, right? We have gone through this for last 3,000 years, even more than this. Now we have seen a certain section of our society really don't have that much as a contribution to the overall development of society. Now, many people may say that it is just their incompetency, it is just their insufficiency, you can say. It is powerfully something which make people feel that a certain segment of people really cannot do because it is just something which they are not meant to perform, right? But the case which we have to understand, which is basically a background force, which acts as a background force here, is that when you constantly, make people believe into something which they are not for a certain period of time, then it is very likely that the person will start feeling the same. It also means is that if I start having negative thoughts about me, and I start questioning over my overall potential, my overall, ability, then I will find at one point of time to be in the same, mode. And that is really a true and a powerful message from Swami Vivekananda, which means that the way you feel about you is the basic frame that you present for yourself, for people to look into, right? This is really a true message. Really, we don't understand it, but it is something very, accurate, and it's something very important. So the thing which we are trying to understand in this is that never ever underestimate yourself first, and never make other feeling underestimated by your so-called action. Even you have a good position, even you have power, you have no right to make people feel bad and low. If you do that, you have done something on the part of productivity. You have done something very wrongly on the part of their contribution. So the best thing is that, or to deal with this situation, is that even when you are low, Swami Vivekananda will say that you have to be positive all the time. Positive doesn't mean that you have to act positively. You have to just think about you, that there is something which is very powerful in you. You can call it, Atma, you can call it Ishwar, you can call it anything. So when you try to relate yourself with this something which is inwardly in you, then you start behaving in the same way. And that is a true and a powerful. In fact, Sydney, there is an author, Sydney. bank, Scotland born. He said, our ideas and thoughts are not true. Our thoughts are not true, he simply says. But he says that through your ideas, your reality can be created. So your thoughts are not real. Whatever you have here is not real. It is completely a fact and a proven fact. You can go through the searches and researches of Sigmund Freud. But your thoughts may create your reality. So be very careful about it. So you want your reality to be created on a positive grounds, be positive always. And if you think it needs to be negative, then think negative. It's your own personal, convenience, and it's your personal life that you can do. So I hope the message which I wanted to deliver to you, message of Swami Vivekananda through me to you.
So now you must have come to know about to know how somebody said that if you people will forget what you said, people will forget how you behave, but they'll never forget how you made them feel.
Right.
So right. So and it is also about you, that how you feel about yourself. You reflect all those things through your behavior. So you should also be having positive ideas about yourself, right? So this is something we wanted to share with you, and we'll be coming up with some new ideas. Until then, take care. Bye bye.
Right.